right, welcome back. You're watching Morning Cafe and thank you so much for staying with us. This morning, come on Monday, as you all know, we are changing it a little bit. We want to shine the spotlight on a festival that is the Toto Kreatives Festival 2025. It's a two-day national platform that is designed to empower children and teens aged 8 years to 20 years. Of course, with digital skills, creative confidence, safe storytelling spaces, among other things. And they're here with Main Studio to tell us more about Toto Creative Festival. If you're hearing it for the very first time, as you all know, the festivities are here with us. So we want to understand if at all it has been linked to the festivities that is upon us. And to help us unpack this particular event, I have with me in studio, just right next to me, Evans Otieno. That is a very young gentleman here representing the Toto Creatives Children's Council. Right next to him is Wendy Prakriti. I hope I'm not butchering your name, Wendy. Wendy is also part of the Children's Council at Toto Creatives Festival. And we also have Omar Hamed. Omar is the producer and planning team at the Toto Creatives Festival. Welcome to Morning Cafe, ladies and gentlemen. You're well? Karibuni sana. So I want to start with you, Omar.
Yes.
Take us through a Toto Creative Festival. What is this about?
Oh, wow. The Toto Creatives Festival honestly is a dream come true. Mm-hmm. It is one of a kind festival for young creators in Kenya. Mm-hmm. I mean, for the longest time, we have seen children's events. We have seen a lot of children's events where children are all about having fun. Children, the aspect of fun, they get it really correctly. Mm-hmm. Children having fun, children coming and jumping, bouncing castles here and there, mm-hmm. I'm not saying they're not as productive, yeah? Mm-hmm. But then for the longest time, we didn't see a space where children are, number one, having fun, mm-hmm. and at the same time, they're learning something and they're actually getting out of that space, having learned something and having gained something, or having interacted with someone who can take them to the next level. Mm-hmm. And that is why we have the Toto Creatives Festival 2025. Mm-hmm. And a little bit of background on it, it actually came about after the Africa Media Festival 2024 that happened last year. We went there and we were representing, of course, we are from Toto News, mm-hmm. and we were representing the aspect of children in that event. Mm-hmm. And the children we took there, they were doing podcasting, so we had like a pop-up studio where mm-hmm. they're doing podcasting. It was really interesting. Mm-hmm. And these children actually asked us, we are seeing this space that is celebrating adult media practitioners. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of big figures here. How comes there's no space that's celebrating the children who are part of the media space? And that really stuck with us. Mm-hmm. That really stuck with us. We were like, that is very interesting to hear it coming from the children. Mm-hmm. And that is when we started to see this as a gap in the different sectors. And we realized that we need a space that can celebrate the young digital creators in Kenya, mm-hmm. The young children creators in Kenya. And for this one, we've actually extended it up to 20 years because we are very mindful about the children who are currently finishing their Form 4, because you understand the exams recently ended at on November 21st. And some of them are finished, they're 19, they're 20, and they're wondering, which space can I get into? Which aspect of content creation of media can I get into, mm-hmm. you know? So this is a space for them to even be able to discover that. In the event, we're going to be having a bunch of master classes, things like podcasting, camera operations, and we're having people who are media practitioners who have actually made it in the sector. So you see, like podcasting, it's being led by DW Academy, photography and videography, camera operations being led by Canon, the people who actually make these products. Things like talent and abilities being led by MTV Staying Alive Foundation. We have game development that's being led by Aura Vision Studios, people who are actually part of the space and have actually created and are actively creating. Mm-hmm. So the Toto Creatives is a one-of-a-kind event, and I can't wait to see all of you there.
All right, let's hear from the kids themselves. Wendy, tell us your role in this festival.
Okay, so as an assistant chairperson, basically what we've been doing, we've been organizing and planning how the event is going to be going, and also we're going to be part of the fireside chats and the master classes.
How old are you?
I am 14 years.
All right, so a 14-year-old is in which class?
Grade
Which
9.
grade? Grade 9, that is Form 1, like we used to call it in 844. Talk to us about your understanding about Toto Creative.
Okay, so for me, I feel like Toto Creatives is an eye-opener for the kids who are struggling to find their calling. For example, I started at the age of 3.5, but during the process, I met people who didn't help me. Instead, they used me for my wisdom. So Toto Creatives is meant to help these kids find a safe space that they're able to emit all their talents and ideas without having them being stolen.
All right, great. Evans, how old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
Also, you're same age with Wendy.
Yeah.
All right. How do you understand Toto Creative Festival, and when did you join?
I joined the Toto Creatives Festival at around September, early September, and my understanding for the Toto Creatives, because I'm part of the planning team, and for the planning team, it's a children's body that helps in shaping the event, like how will the event be. So through the things that we have done with the planning team, I feel like the Toto Creatives is a festival where you just get to nurture your talents and abilities and learn if you have a new abilities, because you just don't know you have an ability until you just get to test it somewhere. Can I have the ability of photography? Do I have the talent of storytelling? Do I have the talent of doing anything? So for Toto Creatives is a place where you go and just nurture your talent. Make sure your talent is nurtured and inspire. You get to have time to talk with the people who have experience, like Canon and all those people, to help and coach you. Yeah.
Evans, were you always this confident? Or you built it through this, you're saying it's a matter of trial and error. You have to be in spaces where your confidence is being nurtured.
For my confidence, it has been built by a lot of things, because right now, because of Toto News, I can stand in front of people and speak, but then I was not this confident. Through Toto News, I was empowered, and I was taught that you can stand before people and talk. How do you stand? How do you communicate to people? You have to know the audience that you're talking to, so that you know the kind of confidence you have. When you're so confident, even sometimes you get to be too serious, and you're like, okay, hi everyone, welcome to the Toto Creatives Festival. And then the kids are like, oh, I'm not afraid. I am afraid to go there and speak to that guy. He's so serious. But then when you're just confident enough, not too much, when you're too much confident, you even forget yourself, and sometimes you just start boasting and doing all those other things that are not good. So for me, my confidence was built by Toto News. And then after being built by Toto News, they gave me a chance to explore, and they took me to other spaces where I could build my confidence by just giving me the chance to speak before people. That's just an eye-opener to tell me that you need to be confident enough, because you never know the chances that are coming in front of you.
Very well said. I want to hear the same from Wendy. You said you started this at around 3.5 or 3 years old. But is there a point where you felt a little bit shy to be in front of people or to just communicate? How have you been able to build your confidence?
Actually, I was born confident. I have never had a struggle in confidence. I'll give that to my mom. I really appreciate her. She nurtured me well.
Amazing.
I actually joined Toto News 2 years back, and because of them, I was able to nurture my talent. My confidence, I was born with confidence, but slowly by slowly I was upgrading it, and then I met Toto News. Now I was over the moon,
Now you blossomed.
I blossomed.
All right. And we're hearing more about Toto News, and I'm also wondering what Toto News is. So
That's
maybe if you can take us through that. Omar,
Yes.
what is Toto News?
Wow. So, I mean, basically, Toto News is a digital media organization that leverages on technology to make children visible.
So it's for children?
It's for children, entirely for children. Actually, this time is the only time we're extending to above 17. Because Toto News is basically child-led. Most of our initiatives, actually, if not all, including our research, is very much child-led. So what we try to do is we put children at the center of our decision making and at the center of every activity that we do. All these, Evans and Wendy are actually creators in their different spaces, and they're also creators part of Toto News. I know Evans, and I know he'll speak about it probably. He's part of the News Insights show, which is a children's magazine show that highlights the key happenings of the week in Kenya and across Africa. Wendy is also an actor. She's just trying to be humble. She's just trying to be humble, but she's part of our feature films. We do also do children's feature films, and we did one called This Holiday that Wendy was also a part of. And this is just to show that we try as much as possible to involve children in matters to do with technology and the digital space. And that is why Toto Kreatives Festival is a very necessary thing, because at the end of the day, this is a space that is going to actually expand some of these young careers of these amazing digital practitioners. Most of them, we've seen many young people who not only thrive in terms of doing TikTok, doing Instagram, doing YouTube Shorts, but we've seen many of them also thrive on talent. Some of them sing, some of them act, some of them, I was shocked, some of them do orchestra. And these are some of the things we're going to be having in the event. It's going to be a really wholesome thing. And also, just a fun note, I was also a part of Toto News when I was 13 years old. And I know there's like a bunch of clips out there which are very...
Very cringe.
Very cringe right now. Back then I thought I was cool. I mean, I was, but... But I mean, I was a part of Toto News as a child in 2019 when I was 13 years old. And all from that time all the way up to now, the journey has been, really interesting, because I've gotten to see and understand the digital space in ways that I could never really comprehend. From my really young age, I really wanted to be a journalist growing up. I wanted to be where you are right now.
What happened? Are you're still living up?
I know I am there-ish. But one thing that I realized is, in as much as I really want to be in front of the scenes, I really want to be in a position where I'm able to make change using media. So that is why I saw an opportunity to be able to actually shape the future of media in Kenya and shape the future of the future media practitioners in Kenya. And that is why with initiatives like the Toto Kreatives Festival, we are going to be creating amazing future media practitioners. And actually, we are not even waiting for that future. We are starting as early as now, because at Toto News, we do produce content. And actually, some of them are part of TV47, just to note. Things like Mission Accomplished podcast, which is literally two 11-year-olds who interview CEOs and people who have accomplished much. Things like the Toto na Sheria show, which is a show by a 13-year-old named Barak. And what he does is he talks to other children about matters to do with the law and just understanding the Kenyan constitution. So those are just a few of the things that we produce. And that's why I really wanted also the role of being the producer, because I am able to actually shape how this content comes out at the end of the day. Yeah.
It lives through your eyes, through your mind.
Yes.
Great. And now this brings me to this particular question. You say you were part of the, is it Toto News or Toto Creative Festival? Then in Toto News. Then how long has Toto Creative Festival been, been happening? How many years?
Yes, so actually this is our first ever Toto Kreatives Festival.
Premiering?
And, yes, premiering. So we are officially launching the Toto Kreatives Festival. I mean, in the past, Toto News has done a lot of trainings that are related to media and all that. One of them is our Sauti Zetu training, which we do every holiday, where children are able to be trained on hands-on media activities. So like if it's camera work, they do it hands-on. If it is things to do with communications, they do it. If it's something to do with editing, they'll be able to do it. We even have a podcasting training where we train children specifically on podcasting, and we give them that opportunity. So, I mean, we have done those many trainings in the past, of course, with even some of these partners like DW. Right here, you can see on Wendy's chart, the DW and Toto News. That was one of our trainings that we did. And right now we are now expanding it to ensure that we reach more children, because the other ones were very much, of course, specific. And this one now we want to reach a broader audience of children who are interested in podcasting, who are interested in camera work, for them to at least come and learn in a space that is actually appreciating them.
Okay. Evans, you told us that part of your role as, you know, a team and the council is to just plan this event to be somehow how you want it to be. So how do you want this event to be at the end of the event, which it is 2 days, right? At the end of 10th, is it 10th or 9th? 9th and 10th.
Yes.
Once 10th is here and 10th is gone, how do you want to measure the success of the festival?
So we're still planning, but then for the 9th and 10th of December, we want that by the end of the Toto Creatives Festival, every participant who every participant who comes.
Yeah.
Okay, so every person who participated in the Toto Creatives Festival has a take home, and also they have like grown their ability, like their ability in terms of their knowledge, in fact, their knowledge on if it's camera work, if it's production. We want them to like take their knowledge to another level, which is so high. Also, by the end of this Toto Creatives Festival, we want to identify a number of talents so that we can be able to at least nurture them as Mtoto News, and also inspire them, because right now, somebody like me, since I did the Sauti Zetu training with Mtoto News, I have been inspired by many people. My talent for confidence also has confidence. I don't want to say it's a talent, but then I have already said it. It's like an ability. Okay, yes. My confidence has gone to another level, because the way I'm confident right now is not the way I was confident previously before I joined Mtoto News. So by the end of this festival, we want to identify a number of kids whom we would like train them for the Sauti Zetu and make them be like creators. Like, for example, let me give an example. That let it just be out of topic. For example, Crazy Kenna, like, he's so famous right now, and we want to create people, not create people, I mean, we want to nurture talents, so that we can have at least kids who participate in shaping their future in technology. Technology matters, because right now we have many issues rising about online bullying, and we want to identify kids who have the talent, and we want to take them, like, we want to train them. After training them, we just give them their space, and then they can be educators of the future and just make the future great, because we have already begun. So we are not waiting for the future to come today. We have already begun. So through this festival, we will be identifying kids, and after identifying them, training them, after training them, giving them the space to explore the world, to explore the world.
All right. Wendy, how about kids who cannot access such opportunities? Say kids who cannot come to Sarit Expo Center on the 9th, then what's in store for them? How are you helping marshal them into the group, and to just ensure that every kid, you know, in the country is in one way or the other involved?
Okay, so from my perspective, I'm gonna say that from what I've seen them do so far is they put it in different areas. Like, one day we can do it in this locality, we can decide to do it in Nairobi, or we can decide to do it somewhere else, like Mombasa. So if there are kids out there that really want to do this, but they're not able to access us, they can join us online. And they can still reach us and talk to us.
So there's opportunity for everyone.
There's an opportunity for everyone.
Great. And Omar, you know, we're talking about a kids festival, and this is not the first that we're hearing about. And I know you mentioned something about how different it is from the others, but you've also mentioned some things that we've had that are there in other festivals, like the orchestra, you say bouncing castle, things like that. But what's the catch about Toto, creative festival. For a parent who is watching this morning and, is thinking about bringing their kid to the festival on the 9th, then what's the catch?
I mean, of course, Toto Kreatives Festival is a paid event, but we have tried as much as possible to make the ticket be as affordable as possible for any any parent, any child, because the ticket is currently, actually, if you buy today, it's currently going at 350 shillings for a child and 250 shillings for adults if you buy today. But of course, this is because we had an offer, of course, for Black November. But initially, the tickets were going at 700 shillings and 500 shillings for the adults. And the reason as to why we, of course, looked at this situation and decided to also even reduce the ticket pricing is because we realized that there's so many children from the different, allow me to call them informal settlements, who really asked about this event. And they were like, we cannot get the 700. How much can you get? We can get at least 350 shillings. All right, then let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get more resources so that we can even give you the ticket pricing that you want so that you can be able to attend this event. And we have tried that so much, and so far many of them are going to be a part of it. And I mean, we're talking about 9th and 10th. It's actually tomorrow. I just realized it's tomorrow. Tomorrow and Wednesday, 9th and 10th. So that's when the Toto Kreatives Festival is happening. And the other thing is, for the first time, this is not an event where you just drop your child and leave. Because we're also having something called the E-Aware Parenting Masterclass. That is part of the masterclasses in Toto Kreatives. So, sorry. So for that one, we actually want to have a conversation with the parents. And the good thing is this is something we've actually done in the past. Actually, this weekend, we had the E-Aware High Tea event, parenting event that was taking place in Marsabit Plaza. And the same thing is going to be replicated in Toto Kreatives as a masterclass. So the parents who are coming to drop their children, this is an event, if you can, please don't just drop them and leave. Stay so that we can have a conversation with you, because at the end of the day, after we have trained these young people, in as much as some of them can be able to join Toto News and go through our programs, most of them are actually managed by their parents. You hear a child is doing something, you look who is the manager, it's the parent. So sometimes the parents are, not even sometimes, the parents are very instrumental in a child's content creation journey and the digital creation journey. And we'd really like them to be a part of this conversation, because we'll be talking about things like online safety. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not all about children just being online and doing their thing. It's all about also being safe online. How can they be safe online? And if a child comes to you and tells you, Mom, I've been bullied online, and you're the manager of this child's digital accounts, how do you deal with that situation? So these are some of the conversations that we really want to bring about with the parents, and also at the same time with the children as well, because we want to show them how to be safe online. And basically, when something happens to you online, what are the steps to take? What basically are you supposed to do at the end of the day? And also, just other than that, we're also trying as much as possible to give them a platform to be celebrated, because that is why we have things like now the performances from the children. One thing about Toto Kreatives, it's going to be child-led from the beginning all the way to the end. The MCs are children, no adults. The moderators are going to be children. The panel moderators, whatever we're calling now the fireside chats, are going to be children. The podcasting that's going to be taking place is going to be led by the children. This is literally going to be among the first spaces where children are running everything from the planning, which we have the Toto Kreatives Youth Council, all the way up to the end of the event. They are the ones who have told us what they want in the event, or who they want to see in the event, some of the master classes they want to see in this event. And we basically took whatever they told us, because we took a bunch of good young creators together, and they told us this is what they want, this is what basically we are trying to give them. So at the end of the day, it's one of the few spaces that these young people are actually going to lead it from the beginning all the way up to the end.
All right. I think that brings us to the end of this conversation. You have summarized everything so well, but I would love to give you guys an opportunity to just tell, the kids watching you this morning, or your parents, anything that you want to tell them ahead of tomorrow. I also didn't realize that tomorrow is the 9th, the day of the festival, actually. So what would you tell the kids watching you this morning, Wendy?
Honestly, I would say they have to be there. They wouldn't miss it. Even if you think your talent is lame, it is not, because God blessed you with it, and you come, we help you nurture it, and we help you build it. And parents, please let your kids come, because this might be the first step to their career.
Great. How about you, Evans?
What I'd want to tell the kids watching me right now and the parents also. I'd want to say a joke first. If you want to be happy, don't be sad. I mean, okay, let me now be serious. For the kids who are watching me right now and the parents, for the Toto Kreatives Festival, chance always comes once in a blue moon. So this chance is coming once, and even though we'll repeat it next year, we still want you to come, because you never know whom you will meet. You might get a chance to be greater than who I am today. So if you do not want to miss the chance, just come. For the parents who are watching me today, give your kid the freedom to come and participate with us. We are safe people. There's nothing harmful you can do to your child. We are safe people. So just bring your child to the Toto Kreatives Festival, because chance always comes once in a blue moon, and you never know when again we are going to have it next year. But also, even if you're going to have it next year, not everybody who is participating this year will participate next year.
All right.
Yeah, so this might be your chance. Don't let it go.
All right. I'm convinced. I will bring mine. All right. That is Evans Otieno, part of the Toto Kreatives Children's Council. Right next to him is Wendy Prakriti, also part of the Children's Council. And of course, their producer here, Omar Hamed, speaking to us about the Toto Kreatives Festival happening tomorrow and Wednesday at the Sarit Expo Center. They say that this festival is bringing children and teens aged 8 to 20 for 2 powerful days of creativity, innovation, and skills building. Thank you so much for staying with us and for watching. My name is Anne Odida. Good morning.